City of Gold, a tale of ambition and destiny in Johannesburg. In the bustling heart of Johannesburg, the City of Gold, dreams were born and destinies were forged. Among the city's endless maze of streets and towering skyscrapers, two young souls, Tobo and Nelady, were about to embark on a journey that would change their lives forever. Tobo, a street-smart young man with a sharp mind and a heart full of ambition, worked as a taxi driver. He dreamed of one day owning his own fleet of taxis and becoming a successful businessman. Nelady, on the other hand, was a talented artist with a passion for painting. She worked as a waitress in a local cafe, dreaming of the day she could showcase her art in galleries around the world. One sunny afternoon, Tobo's taxi pulled up outside the cafe where Nelady worked. As she handed him his coffee, their eyes met, and a spark ignited between them. "Nice ride," Nelady said, nodding at the taxi. "Thanks," Tobo replied with a grin. "It's not mine yet, but one day it will be." Nelady smiled. "I like that. Dreams are important." "Yeah, what's your dream?" Tobo asked, genuinely interested. "To see my paintings in galleries all over the world," Nelady said, her eyes lighting up. Tobo nodded. "That's a big dream. But I believe you can do it." From that moment, a friendship blossomed between them. They met after work, sharing stories of their hopes and struggles. Tobo told Nelady about his plan to save enough money to buy his first taxi, while Nelady shared her sketches and paintings with him. One day, as they sat in a park, Tobo turned to Nelady. "You know, I've been thinking. What if we helped each other achieve our dreams?" Nelady looked at him curiously. "How?" "Well, I could drive you to different galleries and events where you can showcase your art. And maybe you could help me with the business side of things, like designing flyers and stuff." Nelady's eyes widened. "That's a great idea. We could be a team." And so, their partnership began. Tobo drove Nelady to art exhibitions and galleries, while Nelady helped Tobo with his business plans. They worked tirelessly, supporting each other every step of the way. One evening, as they were driving back from a gallery, Tobo received a call from his boss. "Tobo, I need you to come to the office tomorrow. I have an important offer for you," his boss said. Tobo's heart raced. "Sure, I'll be there." The next day, Tobo met with his boss, who offered him the chance to buy his first taxi at a discounted price. "Tobo, you've been a loyal employee, and I believe in you. I want to help you start your own business," his boss said. Tobo couldn't believe his ears. "Thank you, sir. I won't let you down." That evening, Tobo shared the news with Nelady. They celebrated with a dance in the middle of the street, their laughter echoing through the city. "This is just the beginning," Tobo said, his eyes shining with excitement. Nelady nodded. "Yes, and I have some news too. A gallery owner saw my paintings and wants to feature them in an upcoming exhibition." Tobo hugged her tightly. "See? Dreams do come true when you work hard and believe in yourself." As Tobo's taxi business grew, he hired more drivers and expanded his fleet. Nelady's paintings began to gain recognition, and soon, she was invited to exhibit her work in galleries across South Africa. One day, as they were sitting in Tobo's office, surrounded by maps and business plans, Nelady received a call from an international gallery in London. "Miss Nelady, we've seen your work, and we'd like to feature you in our next exhibition. Would you be interested?" the gallery owner asked. Nelady's heart soared. "Yes, of course. Thank you so much." After hanging up, she turned to Tobo, tears of joy in her eyes. "Tobo, they want me to exhibit in London." Tobo hugged her tightly. "Nelady, you did it. I'm so proud of you." As Nelady prepared for her trip to London, Tobo worked tirelessly to ensure his business continued to thrive. He knew that Nelady's success was just as important as his own, and he was determined to support her every step of the way. The day Nelady left for London, Tobo drove her to the airport. As they stood at the departure gate, Nelady turned to him. "Tobo, I couldn't have done this without you. Thank you for believing in me." Tobo smiled. "And I couldn't have done it without you. We're a team, remember?" Nelady nodded, tears in her eyes. "Always." As Nelady's plane took off, Tobo felt a mix of pride and sadness. He knew that this was just the beginning of Nelady's journey, and he was determined to continue building his own dreams back home. In London, Nelady's exhibition was a resounding success. Her paintings captivated audiences, and she received offers from galleries around the world. But no matter where she went, she never forgot her roots and the city that had shaped her dreams. Back in Johannesburg, Tobo's business continued to grow. He opened a new office and hired more drivers, always keeping Nelly's advice and support in mind. He knew that their partnership was the key to their success. One day, as Tobo was driving through the city, he received a call from Nelly. "Tobo, you won't believe this. I've been invited to exhibit in New York." Nelly's voice was filled with excitement. Tobo couldn't help but smile. "Nelly, that's amazing. I'm so proud of you." "Thank you, Tobo. I miss you and Johannesburg so much. I'll be back soon, and we'll celebrate together," Nelly promised. As Tobo hung up the phone, he looked out at the city skyline. The city of gold had given him and Nelly the chance to chase their dreams, and they had seized it with both hands. Months passed, and Nelly returned to Johannesburg, her heart full of gratitude and excitement. Tobo picked her up at the airport, and they embraced like long-lost friends. "Welcome home, Nelly," Tobo said, his eyes shining with pride. "It's good to be back," Nelly replied, smiling. As they drove through the city, Nelly noticed the new office Tobo had opened. "Tobo, you've done so much while I was away." Tobo grinned. "Yeah, but I couldn't have done it without your support. We're a team, remember?" Nelly nodded, tears in her eyes. "Always." That evening, they celebrated their successes at a local restaurant, surrounded by friends and family. Tobo raised his glass in a toast. Tobo raised his glass in a toast. "To dreams and destiny," he said, looking at Nelly. "And to the city of gold, where anything is possible." Nelly raised her glass, her eyes shining with emotion. "To dreams and destiny. And to us, for never giving up." As they clinked glasses, the city of Johannesburg buzzed around them, a testament to the power of ambition and the magic of destiny. Tobo and Nelly knew that their journey was far from over, but they were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Together. In the weeks that followed, Tobo and Nelly continued to support each other's dreams. Tobo expanded his taxi business, opening new offices in other cities and creating jobs for the community. Nelly's art continued to gain international acclaim, and she traveled the world, sharing her talent with audiences far and wide. But no matter where they went or what they achieved, they always returned to Johannesburg, the city of 7 gold that had given them the courage to chase their dreams. One sunny afternoon, as they sat in the same park where they had first discussed their partnership, Tobo turned to Nelly. "Do you remember when we first met, and I told you about my dream of owning my own taxi?" he asked. Nelly smiled. "Of course. And I told you about my dream of seeing my paintings in galleries around the world." Tobo nodded. "Look at us now. We've achieved so much, and it's all because we believed in each other." Nelly took his hand. "Yes, and we'll keep believing in each other, no matter what." As they sat there, watching the sunset over the city, Tobo and Nelly knew that their journey was just beginning. The city of gold had given them the chance to chase their dreams, and they were ready to embrace whatever the future held. Together. In the heart of Johannesburg, where dreams were born and destinies were forged, Tobo and Nelly had found not only success but also a friendship that would last a lifetime. And as the city continued to buzz around them, they knew that anything was possible in the city of gold.